Hello everyone, I'm Alex here from PropNext. So today, why am I here today is to also go through with you some of the projects that is marketed by Oxley or developed by Oxley. The main two projects I'm going to share today will be Affinity at Serangoon and of course Cambridge Hill Residences. But of course, under Oxley wing, there is still a number of projects, namely to come up is Mayfair Modern, uh, Mayfair Garden, 1953, Riverfront Residences. Okay, and of course, but I'm only going to go more in depth into these two property itself. So now I'm going to run through a bit about Affinity first, and of course we are actually now you can see that we are actually at the EdgeProp website where all the things are actually now more digitalized because of the situation that we have. We can actually view the show flats, everything that is actually taken actually is all uploaded in EdgeProp website. So I will run through slightly uh, for Affinity itself first. So Affinity is a project that is a mega size project, is above 1,000 unit. Of course, this is one of the main thing that a lot of buyers actually ask me, is big project, 1,000 units project, is it good or is it bad? So I've done a lot of research. Last time, I myself feel that project that is more than 1,000 units is quite intimidating. So many units, there's a lot of competition within the same development itself. So would it be good or would it be bad for the buyers who are buying in? That's one of the main concerns. And I actually advised my client not to buy big developments last time. But after some of the projects that's already TOP, like namely like Minton, I've seen through the project itself. The number of profitable transaction is really quite a lot, and the highest that I've seen is almost $600,000. And comparing to the smaller developments that's nearby, actually the bigger developments do make a lot more money. So I go more in depth into doing more research, and I realized one of the key thing is that for bigger developments, they can afford to build bigger and better facilities, which will attract more tenants and more buyers in future. So more tenants means what? More tenants means that there's more competition, which will also push up your rental price. Eventually, it will also push up your sales price. Comparing to a smaller development that usually it come with very limited facilities, and this will actually I brought buyers to smaller developments myself before, and when they saw it, they actually sometimes they ask me, so where's the facility itself? So the facilities can be quite limited, and it actually turns some buyers off. So in short, I would say that bigger developments do have their advantages. For Affinity, it's quite a right size development. It's at 1052 units, as you can see from here. It's located in the District 19, which is in Serangoon Garden area. One of the good things here, we are almost close to 70% sold. Main reason being because of the Cross Island Line announcement of the Serangoon North MRT, which is about 5-minute walk from Affinity. I myself have tested and gone through the route itself. So with the future MRT coming, a lot of buyers actually come in, and definitely the developer didn't take this opportunity because of the new line. They didn't really push up the prices quite a lot. It's still very close to the initial prices. So for this development, it come with 1 bedroom all the way to 4-bedroom penthouses, and of course there's also 5-bedroom, 4 and 5-bedroom strata landed property, which are the 4-bedroom strata landed is already fully sold, and you can actually look at all the floor plans and all the videos that later I will run through some of the units with you. Namely, I'm going to run through two type of units. One type is actually the 1+ study, and second type is actually the 4-bedroom. Because of the time that we have today, I'm going to run through two. But bear in mind, you can yourself log into the website and also go through the whole plan yourself and look through clearer in details. Okay. So where is it located? You can see from here, this is actually where Affinity is. And the future MRT is somewhere here. So from here, you walk over, is actually quite, I'm not saying that it's right next doorstep, but it can also, it is only taking you about 4 to 5 minutes walk. And why one thing good about Affinity that I like is because it's located in a location that this part of Serangoon Garden is all the landed property. This part are all the HDB. So why I say in between these two clusters will be good, because usually landed properties areas doesn't come with much facilities. amenities I'm talking about. So it's a bit troublesome for people who are staying there. They need to drive out, things like that. But HDB estate will usually come with a lot of amenities that you can actually buy your stuff, things like that. So you're actually right located in between. But what is good about facing the landed property, because you still get a very exclusive feeling, you still get a nice view, you're still surrounded by nice good landed property. So you're actually right smack in between. Some of the units actually face the full landed unblocked view, which you can find out more in details later. Okay, so now what I'm going to run through, the 538 square feet 1+ study. Why I particularly pick this layout, we can look through, I can run through with you. Of course, if we talk about the layout for Oxley project, usually they like to come up with very standard and squarish layout, which will be easily utilized by all the buyers. And in particular, this 1+ study layout, we can move forward and see that as you can see, the kitchen is just right beside. So we turn around. This is actually the study area, which I can go in, which you can see based on what the ID have done for Oxley. They actually fit in a single bed, which means this 1+ study, you can actually market and rent it out as per maybe a smaller 2-bedroom. Okay, because the 2-bedroom and the 1+ study, the price gap is almost 200,000. Based on this 1+ study, you still can get a unit just slightly above 800,000. Of course, there is already unit transacted in that vicinity, 1-bedroom that is crossing 800,000 before. So now you are getting additional space, in fact, for free lah. Okay, so if you can, I can guide you around. Okay, fridge is just right beside you. As you can see, this is the toilet, where you can see there's 2 doors leading to a toilet. One is from the master bedroom and one is from the living area. So you get a nice, good, spacious toilet where there's 2 types of themes. Later, I'm going to show you another type, which is the 4-bedroom layout. Why I'm picking these 2 layouts is because the 4-bedroom is actually very spacious and is rarely seen in the market. Later, I'm going to show you more. But now I'm going to tell you a bit about the color theme. For the 1 and the 2-bedroom, you actually have the darker theme, as you can see from here. But for the bigger unit, the 3 and the 4-bedroom, you will actually come with the lighter theme. So later we'll run through and you will see the differences. Okay. Okay. So I will go into the room now. So as you can see, the room you can fit in a queen size, although it's not a huge bedroom, but I think it's more than sufficient for tenants who are buying, who are renting a 1-bedroom or 1+ study for stay. So it's actually a good layout for maybe single or a couple that want additional space for study area or need an additional bedroom for guests to come by, things like that. So if you are looking at 800 over 1,000, and if this area we can, let's say, fetch about $2,000 over rental, I think that is quite a good rental that we are definitely looking at. Of course, if you are looking for own stay, this is a layout that you actually can consider if you are just starting out your property journey lah. Okay, so it comes with a comfortable living room and with a small balcony, which is very important. Actually, to be frank, through this circuit breaker, I realized balcony is really a very important specs in a house, because my house doesn't come with a balcony. So if I want to go for a breather, I don't have even space to actually step out. So I really do feel that now people who have balcony will really enjoy it, because every morning you just step out there and have your breakfast there. I think that's a wonderful feeling that we can have. Okay, so this is actually the 1+ study. You can see more clearly on the kitchen area, which is here. The oven, all this is actually all provided. Okay, so now I'll go straight into the 4-bedroom, which is here. I show you. Okay, so what I'm using now is actually the EdgeProp website, which is exactly what you can do also. Okay, so it's better for you to explore yourself. You can go full screen that you can see the whole thing. So we are at the entrance of the 4-bedroom currently. As you can see, now we are at the lighter theme. So it's all the whole flooring and the wall tiles are all based on a lighter theme. Okay, And you can move in and you can see you have a nice living and dining area for the 4-bedroom. Later, I'll tell you why in particular I picked the 4-bedroom, because it comes with a huge master bedroom, and you actually have the similar master bedroom for the 3-bedroom itself. Okay, so now we can go here and you can see, as you can see, there is a very, very big balcony area, which is in fact a lot of the concern of buyers. A lot of buyers have asked me, so big a balcony, is it wasted space that I can't utilize? So what developer is doing is that they actually provide on the day of TOP, they actually will have someone there to build the railing that you can close up, but not at the expense of them. Of course, you have a choice whether you want to do it. It is approved that you can actually build something to cover up the balcony area. Or now it's very common that we have the zip track that you can actually close up the whole balcony, that you can actually utilize it. If you have a lot of guests coming, you can actually utilize the whole area as your dining or things like that. So you can actually aircon the whole place. Of course, you can actually open an area also. Then this whole area will be very, very good for you to utilize. Okay, so now I go over. As you can see, the living room comes in a longish type of layout, which I personally prefer. Usually 3-bedroom come with how do I say? It's more of like you go in from the living room, is straight into the balcony, but 4-bedroom come with a more wide layout, which is one thing very good because the sunlight can come in. So what is the key thing? Because you see, this whole place is actually using the sliding door. So which means you can actually slide the doors, open up the whole living room into 2 sides, which will let the breeze and the wind come into your house itself. So I've personally sold many 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom myself. Those come with this type of layout, usually will be much, much more windy. And I've been to my client house that is really wonderful. Okay. So now, sorry, I'm a bit fast. I go into the kitchen. We will have a small dry kitchen. Of course, here you can see. And a wet kitchen inside. Okay, all the same usual things that we are looking at for 4-bedroom we have. You can see from here, you have your, you have your utility room. I'm turning in here. This is your utility room, and this is your maid's toilet, which is the 3rd toilet that you have in the unit itself. Okay. So now we go into the room part. Okay. So for this 4-bedroom actually come with a 4 plus a study, which is, this is the study corner. Okay. So as you can see, this is a good corner, which is as good as just now what you have seen for the 1 plus study. Whether you want to utilize it as a study area or you want to change it into a small room is really totally up to you. But as you can see, the space is actually quite good for a study area. It's not like those, some projects, when you talk about study, you can't really find the study, but this one, they actually specifically put an area for you for really a study corner, which you can do, make a door to close it up for work purposes. Okay. Okay, so now we turn around. This is the common room. As I can see, you can go in. Okay, both of the common room is of the same size. You can fit in a queen size bed facing the same direction as your living room. The normal things, the wardrobe, the aircon, you will come with it. But you can, as you can see, although it's not a huge bedroom, but you still can fit in a side table with some space for you to actually maneuver around. Okay. So if you are putting a single table, a single bed or super single, definitely you can still fit in a study table. Okay. The other room I just run through. Okay, come here. Okay, this is the 2nd bedroom, which they use the bunk bed, but the size of the 1st and the 2nd bedroom is actually the same. So it's very, very similar for this these 2 units itself. Okay, two rooms itself. I will bring you to the 4th room. Before that, I will bring you to the toilet first. So I just run through some of it. If you want to have more details, you can, like just now what I mentioned, you can actually go to EdgeProp website and go through it yourself. You can have a clearer look by yourself. The different type of bedrooms are all inside. So the 4-bedroom come with a lighter theme. As you can see, just now the 2-bedroom is like a gray type of wall house, but the 4-bedroom come with a lighter type. Okay, so there's a bit of difference. Of course, all these things will come with it. The shower, actually in the toilet, most of the things you have seen here will be in, except the curtains and you see some of the plants here will not be in. But the mirror, even behind the mirror there is storage. It will all be installed. But the thing is that there will be no lights that is given. You have to go and fix your own light. Okay. So the highlight of the 4-bedroom, which is in the master bedroom, I'm just going to bring you around. Okay. So you can see this is the master. It's really quite a huge master. A 2-door wardrobe. And this is actually a king size bed. So you have plenty of space to maneuver. In fact, the bigger type of the 3-bedroom come with almost a same master bedroom size, although not as big, but it's similar. So you can also go and explore on the 3-bedroom itself. Because nowadays we really seldom see a project that come with such a big room itself. A lot of new projects come with very small room, but for the 4-bedroom in Affinity and the 3 Premium, they actually build very big bedrooms to cater to what we actually wanted. Because I really find that some of the bedroom is really quite cramped and quite small, but this is what they are giving to all the buyers itself. Okay, so this is for Affinity. Okay, I will now go to Cambridge Hill, and later I will come back to round it off on Affinity. So Cambridge Hill is actually located where? Cambridge Hill is actually located in Pasir Panjang, which is in District 5. Okay, so what is in District 5? There is a major transformation coming up in the whole area. Why I say so? Because I think all of you have heard about the Greater Southern Waterfront City, which is going to stretch all the way from Harbourfront area to actually District 5 area, the Pasir Panjang area. So it's a huge area that is going to change, and definitely it's going to affect this area. This project itself, the land size is huge, 29,000 square meter, but there's only 548 units because it's only 5-story high for the whole development itself. And one of the key point in this development, later I'm going to share with you one of the 1-bedroom and a 3-bedroom itself. So why? Because based on the new plan, government about 2 years ago just released a new plan saying that there is a certain size that they have to build based on the new rulings. Last time used to be 70 square meter. Okay, now all across Singapore is 85 square meter except the CBD area. But for Pasir Panjang, is actually one of the 10 locations, I think, that is met with the 100 square meter ruling, which means what? Which means actually, in fact, this land, with this land size and this plot ratio, they can actually build up to almost 500. I can't remember the exact figure, but it's almost 600 units based on the land size they have. Meaning they can, if they want to spread out and they want the developer want to maximize, they can actually build close to 600. But based on the new ruling that is on Pasir Panjang, this plot of land that is the same can only build 440 over units, which means what? Which means if developer were to build any projects in this location itself next time, they will not want to build any more 1-bedroom, because lesser unit means that I need to build bigger unit in fact. So I would say the 1-bedroom in this location, the newer 1-bedrooms, next time any M block were to happen, any GLS were to happen, if they want to build a newer a condo, you will maybe see very minimum 1-bedroom or totally no 1-bedroom. So the 1-bedroom in this location, especially in a new development, it will be very precious in future. Okay, so where is Cambridge Hill actually located? It's right at the doorstep of Cambridge Park, as you can see. Like what I say, low density and large land size, because huge plot of land but very little units. So why is it so nice? I personally love it because at the side gate, there's a side gate that you open up, you straight away link you up to the Cambridge Park, which the Cambridge Park I personally walk myself for 2 hours. From Cambridge Park, you can actually access all the way to VivoCity. So you can walk through Labrador Park, then you can reach VivoCity, but it's really a long walk. But the park is really nice. I mean, it's a nice place for even for retirees, for young working adults. Why there's a different areas that we are looking at. Why I say so? Because is in this location itself, you are actually quite near to the CBD, very near to VivoCity, and you're right next to the offices that is, HP headquarter is there, the Arc shopping mall is all there. There's a lot of offices there. So working adults maybe working around the area, but don't want to stay too near to city because sometimes it's very hectic. City life is so hectic that you want to come out and enjoy the nature a bit. This might be a very good location because you are just a short drive. I drove before, maybe from VivoCity is about 7 minutes. From Arc Shopping Center is about 3 minutes drive. Driving to the CBD is maybe about 10 to 12 minutes drive. So it's really a short drive to your home itself. Okay, so 7 minutes walk to the Pasir Panjang MRT. And just now I mentioned the Greater Southern Waterfront City. Okay, then we can see where the location itself is actually located. So before the location, I'm going to share with you the number of the type of bedrooms that you have. The standard units, we only have 1 to 3 bedroom, 1 bedroom to 3 premium. The 4 bedroom, the 3 plus study, 4 bedroom and 5 bedroom are all penthouses. Okay, so on the 5th floor, sometimes they will take the 1 bedroom and the 3 bedroom to combine to a penthouse based on the building itself. So the penthouses are all very uniquely built. Maybe some of the layout there is only 1 or 2 layout, which you can really go and see lah. Okay, and there is also 4 and 5 bedroom strata landed in Kent Ridge Hill itself. Okay, so now we go down. You can see this is Kent Ridge Hill Residences, and this is actually Kent Ridge Park, which is what I said. The side gate behind actually link you up. There's a staircase that you can walk straight into Kent Ridge Park. Okay, and some of the units you can possibly see the sea view because on the 5th floor, Kent Ridge Hill is actually elevated. You can see a partial sea view, and there's quite a number of units that you can see the park view, which will be nice to be staying there. I mean, I really love that place. And the whole road, this South Buona Vista Road, is actually a very, very quiet road. I've been there myself, and you sit there at night, you don't really see any cars on that. Okay, so this is for Kent Ridge Hill. I'm going to run through some of the units type itself. So this is the first one, the 1 plus study. Okay, one key thing about Kent Ridge Hill is that the rental yield in that particular location is definitely good. I have personally rent out units that is only 388 square feet at $2,100. So this unit is going at, wait, I take a look. This 1 plus study is 500 over square feet. And of course, there is also the 1 bedroom available that you can have a look. The rental, I predict it will be at the range of about maybe 2,500 for 800,000 property. And definitely one good thing is that this location, usually the tenancy take-up rate is very fast because it's very near to workplace, like what I mentioned, and it's a very nice nature area. So you don't need to worry about shortage of tenant. So this 1 plus study comes with just a very small study corner. But of course, as you can see, when you go in, it's quite a nice unit that you have quite a decent size for a single or a couple that is working near this location. Like I say, for Oxley, usually they come with very standard type of layout to maximize and so that to give you the full space. As you can see from this layout, you don't have any wasted area and you still have a small balcony area which you can go and have a breather like what I mentioned. Okay, the bedroom is almost the same, queen size bed, but it's slightly bigger. As you can see, there's a side table here and there's a side table here. So it's slightly bigger than the one that we have shown in Affinity. Okay, main reason here is, of course, for rental you. But if you definitely want to buy for own stay, I mean, there's a good location that you can actually look at also. Okay, so now we go to the last one, which is the 3 bedroom in Kent Ridge. Okay, for Kent Ridge Hill, the the bigger unit, the 2 premium and the 3 bedroom usually will face the greenery. So those buyers who are thinking of buying for own stay, you will get a very nice greenery view. Of course, there is still number of units that you can look at. We are almost at 60% mark already as of now. Okay, so if you go into the unit itself, this is the kitchen. You have an enclosed kitchen, which is very crucial in today's market, and it still come with a small maid's toilet and your maid's room or your storage, up to you. You can actually utilize it in your own way. Okay. So as you can see from here, this is the living room. Come with a nice balcony, and the balcony will actually link up to your third or second bedroom, as you can see. So this is the dining area. Okay, I'm going a bit fast. Sorry. So one good thing about the bedroom is that it actually come link up to the balcony, which is a good thing. Why I say so? Because once you have access to the balcony, you're actually having this sliding door, which means that you can actually open the room itself to enjoy the breeze also. Okay, so you can actually have access from here to the main living room also. Okay, so the bedroom, these 2 rooms are actually quite similar. As you can see, the size, queen size can fit in. Okay, master bedroom is slightly bigger. You still have a good area and 2 side table that we can actually fit in. And it's not really those very crampy unit that we are talking about. So in particular, this unit, we are talking about maybe a range of 1.7 plus minus, depending on the facing that you are getting. Okay, definitely in this location, is quite a good price that you are actually looking for, because in future there's a lot of developments coming up. Firstly, and I would say because of the new ruling, there will be very little supply of new units coming out in this locality itself. So this might be one of the last one that you will be able to buy into, because in future, developer itself might not be looking at this location to build a condo itself. Because if you look at like Kovan is also having the new 100 square meter ruling, which result in suddenly you see that there's no new small developments coming out with a lot of small units, because it's in fact not doable anymore. Okay, so I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to show you. So now if you are interested to find out more, of course, like what I mentioned, you can access all the details and the facts through EdgeProp website first. All the plans are inside. During this time of circuit breaker, it's a good time for us to explore these things. I mean, you can start to do your planning if you have intention to purchase a property as of now. Of course, all these videos are done to facilitate and let you all have a better view of the project itself way before the circuit breakers leave. Okay, and one key thing is that if you want to understand a bit more about the development itself, you can actually press on here to request for brochure, key in your data, and the brochure will be sent to you. Bear in mind, the brochure we are talking about, the request is not that you request for can reach you all the Oxley project, they will send you all the brochure. You need to request based on the project that you are looking at. Like even Affinity here, you can actually see there's a point that you can actually request for brochure also. Okay, so for now, this is the end of my sharing. I would like to wish everybody good health and stay safe, and hope that all these things will be over soon. Thank you, everybody.